What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Sorry I was a little late. I couldn't leave the other stream until it finished downloading, so I had to stay in the stream. So that's why it took me so long to come on. So that's why I had pushed the show until 8:35. But I'm here, have no fear. The honor of the last day of Black History Month. F that. We extended Black History Month until the end of the year. But because this is technically the last day, I want to go ahead and play you guys a clip from Nina Simone that always touches me every time.
I think what you're trying to ask is why am I so insistent upon giving out to them that blackness, that black power, that black pushing them to identify with black culture. I think that's what you're asking. I have no choice over it. In the first place, to me, we are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, black people. I mean that in every sense, outside and inside. And to me, we have a culture that is surpassed by no other civilization, but we don't know anything about it. So again, I think I've said this before in the same interview, I think at some time before, my job is to somehow make them curious enough or persuade them by hook or crook to get more aware of themselves.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2 here. Let me move the light a little over. Okay, there we go. What's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2. Welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. What's up, Matt? What's up, Jocelyn? Nice to see you. What's up, beautiful? What's up, Keita? Hello. What's up, everybody? Ooh, I have a question for you. Now, I said that I was going to do the members raffle today, which I still am. Technically, it's tomorrow for y'all, but hey, it's still Black History Month for me. So my question is name someone who was listed in the lawsuit, but no, hold on. How do I want to ask this question? Name someone who was listed. No, that's confused. I'll think of another question. I'll think of another one. What's up, Bama? Don't worry. I'll think of another question. But in the meantime, I wanted to say shout out to Mad Church Disease, aka Marcellus. Shout out to King Jives. I've been watching both of them the last couple of days. Now, King Jives have said directly and talked about the situation, even though he said that I should be careful. But, that's here nor there. And then Matt Church Disease has been doing a series of videos. And I got to say, the way that Matt Church Disease is surgically breaking everything down without mentioning a name, golden. That is smart as hell. So let's start out with King Jives first. So with King Jives, basically what he's doing is calling it out for what he see it as. And today he was talking about specifically how Larry Reid was saying everyone was dumb. Remember, I told you guys this, how he said everybody was dumb and stupid. They didn't know what they were talking about. They should have read the lawsuit and all. And so, listen, there's been 30, and I was going to do it on my channel, but I'm not. There's been 100 different channels talking about that lawsuit, and they reading it, right? You can go watch one of those. I think St. James was the first person to actually read it. Go ahead and watch St. James. But as far as, we need to go and read it, we see that you being sued. And again, it's not up to us to, help you out or to make the lawsuit sounds in a way that benefits you. And not that we need to make the lawsuit sounds good so that it benefits Bishop Bernard Jordan either, right? But we're giving our opinion on what we know and what we have seen. There's nothing wrong with that. So again, you have Larry Reid and you have Bishop Bernard Jordan who want to tell people how they should respond. You guys hopped in the ring, created all this delusion and mess, and now you want to basically say, oh, well, why are you guys talking about it? Or you guys aren't being honest about it. Like, no, just because you don't like it doesn't mean that necessarily anybody is lying on you. This literally looks like some shady shit was going on. Now you can say that, oh no, I was allowed to do it and this is not true and whatever. Listen, that's for the courts to figure out. That's not for anybody else to figure out. That's for the courts or the jury if it goes there. What's up, Sean Talks? Shout out to Sean Talks. She was talking about this too. But it's not up for us to really decide. It's for the courts if it goes that far. Because like I said, I feel in my spirit, not the Holy Spirit, but I feel in my spirit, y'all, that it's going to end up with Larry Reid and Bishop Bernard Jordan kissing on the cheek, and all of this shit is going to be dismissed. You know, that's the way it's going to end up. But something else that King Jives had pointed out, right? William McCrae. So the day that this audio conversation, I don't want to say maybe the day of, but a few days later, William McCrae had Bishop Bernard Jordan on his channel, and he started talking about the audio and stuff like that, right? And Bishop Bernard Jordan seemed like he was like shocked, like, wait, what the hell's going? Where the hell is the conversation going, right? And I didn't realize until King Jives had pointed it out, but yeah, William was the person who seemed like he was going to drop the audio, or maybe that he wanted the audio. But he sprung it on Bishop Bernard Jordan during the interview. And now you would think that William would at least had a conversation with him beforehand, or at least, you know, gave him a heads up. But the way that he sprung that question about the whole audio on him, like, it really, wow. Because even then, I believe William was saying like, oh yeah, and they said like, you know, they had you talking to someone on the phone and blah, blah, blah. And he was giving like these little minor details, but at the time we really didn't know too much of what the audio was, you know? So yeah, that William is and I gotta give King Jives credit because I've said this before. King Jives was listening to me. That's what it was. He was listening to me. Because I said this, that William really seems to be in the middle. Like he plays the both sides thing. Like 1 minute he's Larry Reid, team Larry Reid, and then the next minute he's Bishop Bernard Jordan team. Like it's like he plays both sides. Thank you, Charlotte. He plays both sides. And it's all like you can't play both sides like that. And I'm not even saying that you have to pick a side, but to be in bed with one side and then go over and be in bed with another side, like I just think that's sloppy, messy, and you know, it's not right. But you know, I guess it worked out to his credit because at the end of the day, William's not listed in the lawsuit. Now they did say he was a defendant, but he's not listed in the lawsuit as a defendant. But his name is in there. William got by on the hair on his chinny chin chin. And now look, you know. And I'm going to kind of skip ahead because I want to go to Mad Church Disease, Marcellus. Marcellus has been surgically taking these two people, or three people in this case, apart. Talking about Justin Edwards, who's the, you know, the guy that Bishop Bernard Jordan was with, Jordan and Reid. And he's been talking about concubines. He's been talking about the DL pastors and how they're going around ministering to people, but yet they got concubines in the back bidding them over the table in church. And like, these people ain't out here looking for salvation. They looking for balls. And I hate to put it like that, but that's what Marcellus said. He said they out here looking for balls. He ain't lying. Because again, where is the church? We have not seen the church at all in any of this. We see all this sexual perversion. And it's one thing if these are just, and this has always been my stance. It's one thing if these are just regular human beings, right? But these are supposed to be pastors, ministers, bishops, prophets, and they're doing this. Now, granted, yeah, they're human beings at the end of the day, right? But to be out here trying to talk about other people while you mofos are the dirtiest mother out here, it's crazy. It's wild. And this is a situation where I feel like we didn't really need to know, nor did we want to know. I never imagined that I wanted to know what goes on in Bishop Bernard Jordan's personal life. I honestly didn't. I never really cared. And I'll be honest too. I'm going to give y'all 30 seconds. Hold on. Let me give y'all 30 seconds before I say this. Hold on. 30 seconds. Here we go. I figured that all the stuff that Larry Reid has been said to have done or been out there, I figure Bishop Bernard Jordan is probably more than likely the same kind of person. Birds of a feather flock together. This doesn't shock me at all. I don't care the way that Jordan spins it, like, oh, I didn't know anything, I didn't know this, I didn't know, Larry was doing this or that. You had to have known something. You've had to have known something. I do not believe that this man didn't know anything was going on, or he, didn't see this or he didn't see that about Larry. I think he excused it because Larry was giving him money. Shit, you can be blind when you got money. Shit. Watch, somebody send me some money. I'll be blind. But somebody cashing you out or they giving you money, they might be, doing this or that, but I'm gonna overlook it, or I'm gonna pray for them. I'm gonna pray for salvation and then pretend like, okay, nothing happened, or they're cleansed, or, they delivered. I think another conversation that we're not having is that still in today's society, it's not okay to be gay. Or it's not okay, I'll say in this case with the people that we're talking about, it's not okay to be sexually fluid. The church has a structure, like homosexuality is not it. Like, it's not a thing to do. It's a sin. It's this, it's that. We already know. And I think you have people who have not been able to live their lives in their whole honesty and their whole truth. And now all this stuff is coming out. And it honestly, I feel bad for them, I feel bad. Because had they been able just to live freely and live in their truth, I don't think any of this shit would have happened. If they just could have been who they wanted to be and who they are, none of this shit would have happened. I think because of society pressure and then with them being leaders in the church, it's impossible for them to live their authentic life the way they want to. They have to have the image of having a wife and kids and all this other stuff to make it appear some way. But is that truly what they want? And also to confirm, not to confirm, but to say, I don't know if the whole consensual relationship that can mean anything, but I don't know if this was like an ongoing relationship for like many years or just a few months. I don't know. But to engage in that kind of behavior, okay, well, you must like it, right? You just don't do it because you don't like it. You must like it. So there has to be some kind of pleasure that you get out of it. Now, the Justin guy, I'm still going to be honest. I think that the Justin guy is a snake. I think that his whole goal was just to out Jordan. And if that's what he wanted to do, that's what he just could have did. He could have fired up his own live or his own stream or I guess he's on Facebook. He could have just did that on his own Facebook or whatever and just told like, yeah, I've been sleeping with Bishop Bernardo. Like you could have just did that instead of this whole bringing in Larry, even though Larry is not innocent. Let's be clear, he ain't innocent. But to bring Larry into it and stuff like that, like you could have did all this on your own. And we still would have talked about it, and did whatever. We still would have did our commentary and all that shit, right? But you could have just did that without doing the most. Because right now, like what it looks like is that you're doing the most. This whole thing about, Bishop Bernard Jordan, he did this and his wife and all this other stuff, like technically when you're helping someone cheat or if you're the cheater, like it doesn't make you look innocent at all. You being the mistress or whatever, it does not make you look good because you knowingly know this man has a wife and has a family and you are pursuing him. It does not make you look good. You don't get any credit, no cool points, no nothing. You are a horrible person. Because again, at least me, I didn't know who a Justin Edwards was, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all didn't know who a Justin Edwards was either, right? We didn't know who he was, so it don't matter to us really. The thing, you got these secret recordings and all this other stuff, and it's all like you guys are in the church. Like this isn't like, oh, we work at McDonald's and like all these people at McDonald's are sleeping with each other. This is the church, y'all. I think that's what we're missing out of this. Like these whole scandals and stuff like that. Oh, it ain't nothing new. We know, right? But it's the fact that it's the church. That's what makes it so much different. Because these are people that we look to for the word. But while we're looking for them for the word, they out there looking for balls. See how that all ties? Shout out to Marcellus for that. While we looking for the word, they out there looking for balls. Like, but hey, what can you do, right? I just find it like this whole thing, one, it could have been avoided. Two, society would not allow them to be themselves. And three, how are you calling everybody else crazy or everybody else has a problem or everybody else is in the wrong, but you're doing the wrong? I question that. But hey, I'm gonna be called like, oh, you're a liar, you're this, you're that, you don't know truth, and okay, that's fine. Just because I don't know the truth, don't mean that what I'm saying. Just because you don't like what I'm saying doesn't mean what I'm saying is wrong. I can be that's ABC. Okay, all right. If that's the insult that you want to go with, okay, that's fine. I don't care. Listen, ABC is the worst insult. I'll take it. Okay. I mean, listen, it ain't like I ain't been dragged on this platform before. Then dragged up and down, left and right, sideways, midway, like every way. Shit. You know, again, Thais didn't have to be in this. Mad Church Disease didn't have to be in this. Um, I don't know why Shamarko is in this, who else is it? Really, it's just between the three people: Jordan, Edwards, and Reid. That's all that needs to be in this lawsuit. That's it. That's it. That's all. No one else. Jordan, Reid, and Edwards. That's who it needs to be. All the other people are just casualties in war. That's basically what it is. And I still stand on that. Casualties in war. They don't need to be listed, talked about, like, for what? It's between the main folks, not everybody else. Speaking of between everybody else, something that is between us is the Vegas meetup, April 10th through the 12th. Now that we are in March, I will go ahead and make the group. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do a community post, confirm like, hey, have y'all already booked y'all shit yet? Shit already? And then if you haven't, when are you booking it? So then I can go ahead and make the group. So I will go ahead and get that done this week now that we are in March. So I'm definitely excited about that. Remember, I told you guys, Harris, Flamingo, you can say wherever you want to, but I'm just saying if you want to be close to everybody, Harris, Flamingo, Planet Hollywood, the link, and yeah. Those are all connected. Yeah. So make sure you guys are there. So that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will be there the day before and the day after. So if you get in late, still come. If you get in early, you can still come. Everything. I'm not forcing everybody to be there all 3 days. Uh, Listen, we in hard times right now. People can't get jobs. People struggling. Like, I definitely understand, but I definitely want to see you guys there. And nice to see you, Clorinda. I don't know if I said hi or not. Okay, so raffle number 1. Oh, okay. I got one. This is going to be about the meetup. Raffle number 1. What name 2 of the hotels that I recommended for you guys to stay at? Okay, so first question, name 2 of the hotels that I mentioned that I recommended for you guys to stay at. Oh, I should have said during the Vegas meetup. During the Vegas meetup. Okay, K got it. K got it. She was you spelled it wrong, but hey. Okay, Kay was fast. Usually Kay takes forever to respond, but she was fast on that one. Okay. So, question for you guys: do y'all want to terrorize the YouTube streets tonight? I feel like in honor of Black History Month, we should terrorize the YouTube streets. I got a few things that I want to say. You didn't spell it wrong? Okay. All right. I guess I'll go ahead and give it to you. Yeah, you want to terrorize the streets? Okay, Jazz. Well, I'm gonna set it up. Yeah, I'm gonna set it up now. Okay, I'll go ahead and set it up now. All right, and Kay, check your Cash App. See y'all later, or see y'all in like 15. Give me 15 minutes.